Alright, and we are live. Now, we are gonna welcome everybody to the stream today. We have the Neglected Legends, basically a bunch of meme lords on display, and yeah. This is a tournament, semi-finals, facing against Berserk from the VM clan. And we are only picking lords from a list of non-meta lords. If you want to see what the lords are, go into the description. There is a link to the tournament page, and I've listed all the lord options. And yeah, let me just quickly announce that the stream is live. And then we can proceed with the battle against Berserk. Alright, and we are good to go. And yeah, Berserk has been using Warriors of Chaos, and I was hoping to counter their infantry and whatnot with a bunch of Swordmasters. And Berserk, being Chaos, their only meme lord in the current meta is Kholek Suneater. So we'll be chugging out Tyrion, hopefully to duel it in a fierce melee combat, but we'll see what happens. We also have a Metal Mage, and that's basically it. Ready as well. We're live on YouTube. Let's go. Alright. Oh wait, we still have like a bit funds left. We may as well just spend it on the Rangers and we're good. Let's roll. And excuse me for a sec, I'm just gonna switch out of window for a bit. Oh crap. That was a mistake. I forgot to set the map. That was on me. That was totally on me. I've always forgot to set the map. Damn, I need to really remind myself to set the map. My bad. My bad. That was a dumb mistake. Let me just quickly check what map. Pillar of Bones. I was playing with cubes earlier today, and we have, when we were talking about how like we always forgot about the whole switching map scenario. So whenever we go into a room switching between battles, we just kind of forgot about the switching maps, and well, as a result, we kind of prefer having other people to set up the we kind of prefer to have other people hosting for us, but of course today I'm hosting the room, so well, here we are having a bit embarrassing mistake the moment we start the stream. Anyways, we'll still be rolling. I mean, we'll still be rolling with the same stuff. It's not, I feel like it's not fair for me to fuck up and realizing I need to change stuff. So anyways, not changing the build, just changing up the map, and we are good. Although my opponent Berserk, I've actually never played against him before. I don't think I've even, yeah, he wasn't even on my Discord server before today. So really interesting to see what they will be bringing to the battle. While over here, I'm just bringing a Tyrion build. Now Tyrion, he's not exactly the worst lord in the meta, but he is an annoying lord to use, honestly. Like, the reason why I say so is because Tyrion, despite having the healing and whatnot, he's not exactly that tanky thanks to his leadership. Now he's not he doesn't have a low leadership. In fact, he has really good leadership, 85. But the problem is yeah. The problem is Tyrion doesn't have immune to psychology, so he can actually be terror routed, which is a huge problem against big giant monsters. So let's see if he's gonna get routed by Kholek Suneater. Now that's gonna be an awkward thing to happen, doesn't it? Anyways, let us just deploy our infantry here in the around the tree line. Get ourselves some ambushing force. Oh, good. That was a little bit messy. Okay, it seems that our opponent is ready. Sunfanning lusts for battle, according to Tyrion. Okay, so we're good. Kind of. Okay, we have this, and get it on skirmish mode because my micro sucks. But have fun. Yeah. Anyways, just making sure the mic is fine. Give me a second, just so we won't be watching the whole battle in silence. Okay, seems like everything's fine, and we should be good to go. Alright, we go. Let's see what my opponent is bringing. A bunch of Chaos Marauders. We can shoot the great Chaos Marauders with great weapons. There's minimal skirmish cap, which is all good for me. Now start peppering down those Mirror Guard. That will be great. Shoot those guys, please. And let's see. We have the Reavers over on this side. Wait, did I forgot to put it on a horse? Nope, we didn't. Okay, keep shooting, it's fine. And of course that's gonna be a bit painful. Can we actually catch? Oh, no. That was a bit ambitious. Anyways, we will just be peppering down their infantry, which is all good. Thankfully, there's not a lot of AP in their build, so I guess we can handle some of their units. We can start shooting those guys. Rangers will do fine up against Chaos Marauders. We don't have to charge in the Swordmasters just yet. We can just have our units in here. Okay, now we can shoot those guys first. And let's just get some shooting done first. And Tyrion, you can probably go in there now. I don't really have anything else for you guys to do. Okay. And now start shooting. Oh boy. He's already dying hard. I can put that in here. Can we? No, we can't. Well, we have to use a regular one, I suppose. At least we have Tyrion still fighting in there, which is a good news, I suppose. Keep shooting. Tyrion is gonna get routed in the next hit or so, which is kind of expected for the guy, honestly. Okay, Rangers are pretty much done for. Tyrion is receiving some heals, but Kholek is trying to chase him down. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be back. Probably, I don't know. Like, we are fairly close to the white line, to be fair, all things considered. Oh, damn. Oh, he's back. Okay, cool. Now we just need to come back and finish the guy. Start running. Don't really have much to do over here now. Start running. Start running. Start running. Tyrion routed again. Great. Just great. We still have the sword masters though, so that is like a bit of a comfort for us, I suppose. Okay, keep running. We need you guys to rout them off. Tyrion is gone, chased off. Okay, so can we break these guys? If we can, we might have a small chance to come back. Somehow, Tyrion is back. And he breaks off by the goddamn sorcerer. Great. Anyways, we need to start shooting the guy in the face. Swordmaster's barely holding. And there's still a lot of Chaos troops here. Oh boy, I don't think we have enough manpower to win this. Yeah, this is pretty damn desperate. Alright, let's see what happens now. Like, we don't have leadership. Our troops are pretty much done for. We are running out of manpower. Tyrion. I probably should have went Imrik, actually, when you think about it. Imrik is more reliable than Tyrion. Like, a few smacks and Tyrion is dead. Damn. And once he's got chased off, you've got no way to bring him back or something. And then you're fucked. Great. GG, man. Alright. So, this is the first game, I suppose. Like, there's really not much hope for me to bring back this game. Yep. Coops. At least Imrik is hard. At least Imrik hits hard. And Tyrion, I mean, he's supposed to be the tanky guy. Like, in the lore, he actually went one-on-one against Dark Elf Assassin kind of thing. The Incarnate of Shadow or something like that. And he, according to the lore, he went for like hours of combat. But well. As we can see here, Tyrion cannot hold for hours of combat. He can't even hold for minutes for his sake. For his life's sake. So, yeah. Not exactly the tanky lord he's supposed to be. Especially with terrible leadership, as in no immune to psychology. But well. Anyways, the next battle... Okay, so our opponent can't choose Warriors of Chaos now. But we can't use any... This is gonna be finicky. Do I have any other builds that I want to troll around with? Now, of course, we're playing with Meme Lord, so I'm not gonna be going try hard with meta combos. If anything, I will be rolling with a bunch of... I'll probably be rolling with a meme build next, but what kind of meme build I want to pick is the issue. Now, well. Okay, what if I... No, this... I was thinking of dwarves, but it's gonna get counterpicked easily. You know what? I'm feeling like a pirate today. Let's see, we don't have a lot of rush faction, which is good. Other than greenskins, but... Banning Wood Elves. Let's go. Alright, yep, Coops banning Wood Elves. Let's see what our... Oh, Oh, thankfully my opponent reminded me of switching maps. Yikes. Yikes. A big yikes, if anything, like. Oh well. That was almost another embarrassing mistake again. Happens way too often. But yeah, right now we are rolling with we're gonna roll with the Pirates of Sartosa. I am too lazy to put up a screen blocker, so here we are. No screen blocker right now. I'll probably put up something later, but for now I'm just gonna be, you know what, going for these guys. Bringing Aranessa, Saltspite, my favorite Vampire Coast Lord, because her pole dance animation is just really sick. And what else? Let's see what faction they're gonna counterpick with. Wood Elves good into Vampire Coast, definitely, definitely. The Starfire shafts are so good against crabs and whatnot, and just the firepower in general are just, they are just destructive against most of the Vampire Coast damage dealers. The gunners, they will get shot up hard by the arrows and whatnot. Same goes for the crabs and Colossus. Although the zombie summons might be an issue, but they're way too slow to catch the Wood Elf skirmishers. And yeah, just, and mostly because also Dryads are just so good at killing off the zombie chaff and sirens. Wood Elf can only bring Orion, that's true. That's true. Wood Elf doesn't have much. Thankfully, we have the Meme Lords list today, and Orion is the only available Wood Elf Lord. Let's see. I've bring this build on stream before. We'll do it again. I reckon this might be a pretty decent choice against the Vampire. Against the Bretonia. I've only tried it against Bretonians twice though, so I can't really say too much about it. But theoretically it can pack a punch. So I'm just banking on theoretically at this point. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Did I bring too much stuff on the Vampire Captain? Nah, you know what? Let me just bring a couple of dogs and then I'll think about it. And I'm running out of funds. Oh, crap. Crab. Alright, ran out of funds, so have to go cheap now. It doesn't really have a choice here, so... alright, there we go. Now, if I get rushed, this is gonna be awkward. But if they have a slow push, like... if they have a slower push with peasants and archers, then maybe I stand a chance, but if they have a bunch of knights rushing my backline and whatnot, I am toast. Let's put it that way. So it's a bit of a risk and reward situation kind of thing. High risk, high reward. At least that's what I think. I'm not quite sure how is it gonna happen, but yeah. But yeah, ready? Just waiting on the opponent right now. Let's see, should I just, maybe I should just get one more. Maybe I should just get one more pirate free company. Maybe, or not. I'm thinking. Now, maybe I probably need more deckhand mobs in case they're rushing my back lines, and just, well, get whatever I have for... Oops. Overspent. Not a good choice. And 0 leftover funds. This is it. We're gonna win, boys. 0 leftover funds. That's all we need. But yeah, like, the free companies, Artosa free companies, should comfortably beat back the peasant front line. Even against battle pilgrims, they should do decently with their bonus versus infantry. It's not a lot, but it does help. And also with a bit of stat buffs with the leftover funds. Then we have the bloated corpse, partially for meme purposes, but partially if they rush my backline with a when the bloated corpse is around, maybe I can kill their cav with cost effectiveness. Like, unless they start bringing in skirmish cav, then it might be a problem that gets it shot down, but we'll see. Engage in melee, hit points greater than... Okay, so I need to make sure the hit points is at least above 20% to prevent it from blowing up in my own face. So hopefully that will be fine. But yeah, we are ready. Our opponent is still picking. Like, I'll see what happens here. And also we have Queen Bess, our beloved Queen Bessie, the most powerful artillery of Warhammer. Just a majestic... It's not even shooting cannonballs, it's shooting a whole barrel of gunpowder. It's like basically like an extra large howitzer. Just chugging explosives all the way across the map and bombard you in your face. Now against, say, Bretonnians who doesn't have the best artillery, it might work. But also depending if they bring Ursen Thunderbolt. Now that's going to be an issue if they start sniping my artillery with thunder. And it's pretty hard to dodge with artillery, if I remember correctly. Like, if you don't actually pay attention to your artillery, you're gonna get hit hard. It hits pretty damn hard too, so the damage shouldn't be underestimated, to say the least. Now, and of course we have the zombie dogs, the scurvy dogs. A very important unit for the Vampire Coast. That's basically their only melee unit for mobility. It's them and the Felbats, and Felbats are so much worse in chasing down archers and chasing off routing units. They're more of like a bogging down enemy kind of unit. Scurvy dogs can do so, but of course that they're also really vulnerable to like cavalry, to the Bretonnian cavalry. They will get annihilated as soon as they get a charge on their face. But hopefully we can keep them alive long enough and make sure they don't... Okay, seems like our opponent is ready. We'll go in with 0 funds left over and see what happens. And yeah, but yeah, the scurvy dogs, if they can be kept alive, they will be feasting upon peasants and archers. But the problem is, can they be kept alive? So, kind of a finicky situation here. Hopefully we can keep them alive. But honestly, who knows? Now, before we go into the actual battle, it seems like our opponent is still doing some final thoughts on their build, so I'm just gonna hydrate a bit. Drink some water. Like, the weather is kind of dry these days. It's still winter after all. So yeah, gotta make sure to drink plenty of water, especially when you stream. Like, you guys might have... I'm not sure you guys notice it or not, but like by around December, between December to January kind of time, I streamed a lot less. Not that I streamed a lot to begin with, but definitely I only have like 1 or 2 streams in total over those period of time. That's because I feel like my throat wasn't in the best condition, and I don't want to overuse it. Like, I feel like if I just keep pushing with my throat, it's gonna end up bad for my voice and whatnot. So I decided to take it slower with streaming and whatnot. Because once my throat gone toast, I probably won't be able to stream and record videos as I like to. And with Warhammer 3 coming up, I really want to make sure I don't get hit by something like that. So yeah, just gotta gotta be safe with, yeah. Anyways, we have the infantry here. We have a bunch of free company in the front. Let's just get some Alberts here so we can make sure. Okay. And then we have a halberd here. You know what protects this whole flank? This whole big, like, hole? This one little dude here, bloated corpse. It's gonna do the job. Hopefully. I have no idea whether they can actually do the job, but hopefully it's gonna scare my opponent enough to think that they should stay away from that opening. But well, we'll see. Anyways, we have a bunch of free company here. Now the character squads can stay here. My opponent can only bring 2 units for their lord, either Alberic or Pawns. So it's not gonna be a very wide lord choice, to say the least. Like, none of them are meta lords, to be fair. Like, how many? The 4 out of the 4 legendary lords, Luan and the Fae are super strong. Repons is good, but not as strong. So they're picked much less in multiplayer battles. Okay, it seems like our opponent is ready. But yeah, so like Repons is less picked. So I included her in this list to give her a little bit more time to shine. You all know I love Repons as a character. Like, she is so good in melee combat and dueling and supporting and tanking and supporting the army. But then there's Alberic de Bourdeleux. Like, absolutely tragedy. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's... Okay. We can probably handle this. We have some, Grail Guardians at the back, which is going to be tough to kill. We don't have a lot of options to fight them. And our opponent is seemed to push up, that's for sure. Now let's just move up a bit. Keep having our exploding corpse, the bloated corpse, guarding the back lines. Anyways, I can take some shots, it's fine. Cool. We can just do that. Yeah, and half the health of the Duke is gone. The Red Duke is gone. Let's see what happens here. Oh, a pretty decent damage overall. And it seems like our opponent is wisely leaving the field trebuchet at the back. Alright, cool. We're just gonna force out some heals for the Red Duke, which is all good for me. Now, the one problem we have with the Vampire Fleet Captain is we don't have heals, so we gotta be careful with the HP spent. Anyways, just make sure we have... Oops. Clipping it. Fine. Have to push up our free company a bit more. Having our... Oh, no, some of our handgunners will be suffering a bit. What do we have here? Man-at-arms with shields. Nice hit with the explosion. Anyways, we'll just be switching around with our targets. The Red Duke is fully healed, but honestly, good trade. We just keep trading with the Red Duke. Like, seems like our opponent is dodging with the... And the Red Duke is almost dead. Holy crap. The gaze of Nagash is strong against that guy. I mean, we took some damage, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, they want to trigger... They want to trigger the bloated corpse, eh? I mean, it's not horrible, I suppose. It's not the end of the world, I guess I'll just do that. It's not the end of the world, losing the bloated corpse with that. Anyways, let's just top up some ammo. All good. Nope. You know what, Aranessa, can you come here? We'll do that. And you can charge that. And we can charge that. Alright, keep pushing. Okay, this might be a problem. At least, okay, okay, we're gonna have to kill them, I suppose. Let's see. Just drop some stuff on them, start bogging them down. This is gonna have to be a patient game. Thankfully, Aranessa Salt Spite, all hands ahoy! Ahoy! No, wait. Ahoy is wrong, but yeah, you know, whatever. Keep chasing them, keep chasing them. Don't let them get the charge on us. And somehow the zombie pirate Deccan mobs are getting killed pretty hard. For some reason. I don't know why, but you know what, whatever. We'll deal with it. Anyways, we have somebody to shut them down, please. And it's a really weird hitbox, but okay. Okay, good, we secured this, and we start getting the reloading buff. And they can shoot us all, it's fine, we can handle that. Okay, it seems like they're not having the best time shooting stuff. We can just bomb this blob, honestly, it doesn't really matter. But it seems that we are getting a bit of a advantage right now. Shoot them. The Lionhearted will be done for. Ooh, this is gonna be a... Wait, why are you hitting the peasant? Alright, anyways, just shoot these guys, not the peasant archer. Okay, we can just pull back a bit. Our dogs are gonna be gone, which is a issue. But their infantry are also gonna be gone, so whatever. What are these guys? Grill Guardians? Alright, we can handle that. Aranessa? Can you just do that so I can drop some stuff in there? You guys can push up. And shoot these guys. We good. Keep bombing them. Just keep bombing them. I don't really care what you're trying to do here. And slow them down a bit and start shooting. Cool. Okay, seems like we have everything in control. They exploding right on top of our stuff, but it's fine. We can handle that. Okay, cool. Just need to keep shooting these guys down. Okay, so we have a lot of forces scattered around the battlefield, and our blob of Aranessa and stuff Aranessa and Kholek can basically finish up most of these guys, honestly. Like, they can literally just grind through all these cavalry with the anti-lark and whatnot. So if we just keep rolling... Oh, anyways, we'll just add that stuff in there, because why the hell not? And just keep adding more bodies. Just keep adding more bodies to bog down the knights. Oh, point blank explosion! Doesn't really do anything, honestly, but whatever. It's funny. They're probably gonna try and shut down the artillery. But the artillery is actually not that easy to shut down. Anyways. All hands ahoy! Just keep killing them. Get these guys, bring back our infantry. What is going down? Alright, never mind. It's all good. Okay, just swarm them. Doesn't matter. Swarm them. Get back onto the artillery. Now, Real Guardians, you guys can stay down. Stay pinned. Make sure you guys are not gonna have an easy time here. Some of our deckhand mobs are still coming back, which is not a big deal. Okay, so we will just block down whatever the infantry we have. Okay, cool. Just shoot down these guys and we should be good. I mean, we don't really need the gunnery white at this point. We can basically grind out everything in melee combat and force them to army losses or something. I'm kind of sad that we don't get to use this. Isn't really needed here. And we just get our guys here. And what else? Just keep shooting these guys, I suppose. Anyways, doesn't matter. Oh, it seems that they're okay. Their life caster is still engaging combat against Queen Bess. Bring back the Queen Bess crew so we can make sure that these guys are going down. Where is Arnessa? Oh, finishing off the final few knights. Which is a okay. This is not. Let's just get this Manan's luck. Get her a bit of damage resistance. That's gonna be needed. Get ourselves onto the high ground and start shooting. We need that. Anyways, we don't really care about. We just get them on here. Bring the. Okay, last few of these black spots, you guys need to start shooting down the Grail Guardians, making sure there are less of them to come back. Thankfully, we have charge defense, which does help against this guy. And we can just finish off our pawns at this point. Oop, point blank shot. Here we go. Boom. Alright, we're good. Rapunzel is almost done for. Only the caster, so not much else to really talk about here. 3 black spots remaining alive, and the poor Grail Guardian stuck on a goddamn Queen Bess, unable to run out of the prey. Alright, just finish her, I suppose. Slow her down so we can keep chasing her. Bog her down, and can we get army losses, please? Yep, cool. Army losses. Versus. Oh, damn! I forgot to. Yeah, I'm starting to really like this Sartosa Rush build recently. Okay, so excuse me if I'm not exactly doing too much of a commentary, because I'm also playing right now, so it's not really. I don't really have the brain capacity to multitask, so do forgive me about that. Anyways, so basically the idea of this build was to just basically clear up peasants with the Sartosa Free Company and shoot down knights with the handgunners, and it kind of worked. I mean, the bloated corpse got triggered by the Green Knight, but doesn't really matter at this point. Thankfully, with the gaze of Nagash, the Green Knight got sniped hard, so there's that. And the Queen Bess did absolute work here, destroying all these peasant archers and allowing my basically my deckhand mobs halberds to conserve their forces and drag down all these shiny white knights. Unfortunately, I didn't really micro my scurvy dogs well, so in the end game, the mobility part was being over. My opponent got an upper hand there, and I was able to cycle charge my stuff, but it doesn't really matter as I was just basically dragging them down with the very meaty zombie halberds. Oh, Aetherian, my voice sounds deeper. I didn't get a new mic, but I realized that the old pitch I speak in puts a lot of strain in my throat. So I decided to try to like talk in a more a deeper pitch, basically. Like yeah. So that was what I was attempting. Like around December to January, I had less streams and whatnot, right? That's because I feel like my throat wasn't really too comfortable. I'm not sure why. And after like adjusting some of my streaming voice and like lowering my speaking frequency and whatnot, I feel like yeah, it's probably the higher pitch voice that was kind of ruining my throat a bit. So I try to speak in a like lower pitch and also lower tone, so I don't tire out my voice too much. And alright, so let's go. Lizard Man. What else? I need three options for the last battle. 3 options. What 3? Alright, Lizard Man, Dark Elves. One more. We need one more. Alright. This seems balanced enough. I need to think what to ban, that's the issue. I'm not really afraid of the vampire counts today, since we have some decent counter against them. I can't ban wood elves, so that's out of the question. Do I really want to okay, so they can't use Bretonia. Alright, I think I'm gonna ban. They use Chaos, so I don't really need to ban it again. But I don't really want to ban Skaven, because Skaven isn't exactly the hardest army to fight. You can do so. Maybe. Oh right, banning Tomb King. No wait, no, I banned Tomb Kings before. Hold up. This is a tough map. Tough. Alright, actually. Maybe I'll just ban Dawi. So yeah, let's move on to the next match, next battle. Just gonna wait for our opponent to pick their army. And let's see what happens here. Actually, I'm thinking about, like, since we spend a lot of time like picking matches and whatnot, I'm thinking of introducing some kind of time limit for faction picking, like army picking and faction picking actually, because right now the army picking and faction picking time is basically like 10 minutes long, almost like as long as the battle themselves, and I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing for the you sweet summer child. Lizard Man. Actually, does this even well, we'll see. Not sure if this is a good build to fight against the We'll just go Lizardman. Yeah. And Vampire count. I haven't played this build against vampires before. I need to check. I need to actually test it out whether this is a good army. Anyways, not Skink Oracle. We don't need that. What we need is this. Yes. And maybe get ourselves a Bastillodon. Wait, I'm actually thinking, is it possible to bring... Oh wait, no. Lord Croak is a... Wait, is it possible to bring... Does Nakai count as a single entity monster? Does that even count? Like, he's a monstrous infantry. But he's also only a Croxagore. And you know what, doesn't matter. Because I knew Prick the Shredder anyways. Wait, I need to fill it. Alright, cool. We need to fill up the numbers. Yep, we filling up the numbers. Maybe get ourselves some better infantry. Yeah. Okay, 120, 120, that's like... Okay, cool. That's a 300 cap. We just need to grab ourselves some better infantry. We good. Oh, cool. Nakai doesn't count, so this is interesting. We might actually be varying our options here. We might have other options to begin with then. Coops. Thanks for the reminder. So we can probably do this. Disgusting. Probably. But it's gonna be ridiculously fun. I mean, I know that Lord Croak is a single entity, so I'm definitely not gonna pick him. What I can pick is the other guys. So we can probably do something like... Oh no, we're like 34 gold short. Yeah, Nakai is kind of meta. He is a really strong blob buff bot. So... Oh wait, I forgot to pick... We need this guy. Okay, never mind then. We're running out of funds. We are running out of funds. Need to do something... Probably? I'm thinking whether the best... Oh no, we don't... Oh, we can just do this. Alright, we're good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whoa. Let me just quickly ban somebody. Seems like the bots are here. Alright, hopefully they are not going to come back soon. So here we go. Ready up. Feels like you're not actually streaming any content if there's no bots hitting your chat. So I guess that's something. Oh no, that's the same bot. Oh boy. That's the same bot. How? I need to figure out how to get the protection against bots on or something like that. Just Jesus Christ, look at those spams. And what doesn't help is that... the hide user on this channel is very similar. Like, the position is very similar to the add moderator button. So, but in theory, you can accidentally hit the wrong, like have a slip of hands, and... Wait, what? Yeah, anyways, hide user on channel. Oh, yikes. How do you... Does anyone feel like being moderator, by the way? might need a little bit of help here, since if I'm playing and the bot starts spamming, I won't be able to do shit. So unfortunate, that's gonna be unfortunate, but yeah. Anyways, all things aside, we have a really tight blob. Not sure how this is gonna go, but it's gonna be a very tight blob fight. And we have Nakai, we have also Lord Croak. Croaky boy. And literally like half our army is in a single group. Which is like hugely condensed value. If there's a final transmutation hitting this thing, I am absolutely toast. I swear, like, look at how much value in there. Like, what? 8,000? Probably more? Okay, 1,500 on these guys. 600, so 2,100. Over 10k value in a single circle. Yeah, definitely gonna kill me with a single final transmutation. For sure. For sure. Like, Lord Croak, we have a Bastillodon Arc Soul Tech, and the Bastillodon Rev Crystal. Three single entity monsters. So I suppose that's not that's not against the rules. Yeah, so excuse me. All right. I guess I need to start thinking how to prevent spam bots on YouTube now. Since now they're hitting pretty hard, just constantly dropping in. Oh, okay. I'm not really fussed about skinks being cleaned up. That's not the worst thing ever. Can be worse. You really want to take this fight? No? 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 Okay, cool. We can just charge that then. Oh, nope. Okay, let's see if we can get... Nope, they're just running now. Pin them down and see what happens. Giving some free damage to my opponent, which is not exactly the best thing in the world, but we'll kind of make do here. The swords aren't exactly our most valuable asset. Just troll them with this a bit. It's not the most insane explosion. Anyways, Lord Croak, please. We can do this now. And start cutting. Like, there's literally no micro at this point. Just start grinding through everything. And let's see, what can we do? Now let's get a moderate explosion here. And start blasting these guys with... Okay. Not the best explosion for sure, but it will make do. Definitely a waste of resources, but yeah, we'll see. And we need the heals on too, so let's just heal out our guards, please. Let's see, this is Isabella and Constantine. Okay, cool. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Not exactly the worst lot we can fight. Well. Drop another explosion. Just try to nuke the cab now. Okay, they are trying to cut off our healing, but we are trying let's see if we can get more explosions in. Bloodcroak is a powerful lord, after all. Yeah, let's see if we can get more explosions into the fray, but it seems our units are being whittled down pretty damn fast, honestly. Seems that we are almost up to 2 chevrons in. Keep working your... keep doing the good work, man. Just keep blowing up there. Oof, this is the ultimate blob grind. Can we have another heal? Almost. 8. A few more seconds. Okay, fight back. We need to fight back against these guys. Oh no, the Arc of Soul attack is almost gone. Almost done for. Not good. Nakai is not having too much problem fighting in here. But Nakai's animation is awkward. Ooh, this blob. The vampire count might actually win this one. With a really nice rear charge, cycle charging technique. Anyways, can you guys just focus down the monsters in here first? And then we can start working down everything else. Alright, we need Nakai to get back into the middle blob. Okay, good news is we still have our Star Chamber Guardians and everything else. And we still have some explosions to spend. And Nakai is... okay, he's almost within range. We are clearing out the chaff. Those summons, those zombie summons are being blasted the moment they're coming into this world. And you guys can go and recharge them. Okay. Everything, please get the buff now. Start cutting. I don't care what you're doing, just start cutting through everything. Get those physical resistance on. And start hitting. We just need something to deal with the Vargolf though. We don't exactly have the best options for that. And we are almost out of magic. Let's just stop the rampage so they don't go to weird places. Okay, we still have the Saurus Scarvet, which is a good option to deal with enemy stuff, enemy single entities. We have the corpse cart, so let's kill this first. Unfortunately, our infantry... Oh, Lord Croak is gonna get croaked. You know what? It's not worth saving Lord Croak at this point. 36... Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we're slowly grinding through everything. Not sure do we have enough steam for that though, to win though. So that's the issue. Okay, cool. They're dead. Now rush in. Ignore the damn White King. Now start rushing to save. Let's get ourselves some... Okay, cool. It seems like we're winning this absolutely mess of a blob fight. Nakai for the win. It's a pure blobbing technique. Which is pretty tough for the vampire, honestly. Especially with, like, Lord Croak. With that golden mask. That minus 10 attack hurts a lot against... hurts a lot on the vampire. Because they have low attack, right? So if they get further debuffed, they just get nuked to... Their attack stats got nuked to oblivion. Anyways, let's just get the attacks on, so we can rampage into the single entities. And then Lord Croak just blasting away the chaff is... it is pretty tough for the vampires, honestly. The lizard man versus vampire matchup. Oh shit, I forgot to switch maps. I just realized. But yeah. Oh, I'm dumb. But yeah, the Star Chamber Guardian's just standing there tanking for ages, grinding through all the chaff and monsters and whatnot. Honestly, like Crypt Ghouls, Crypt Horrors are not a good monsters in my opinion. They have shit stats. Their poison is okay, they have regeneration, but honestly their crap stats really doesn't justify them in combat. The Arc of Soul Tag managed to drain away a bunch of chaff, so almost earning back its value, 3 chevrons somehow. Not sure how they got its chevrons, but it did. But still around mostly for healing, keeping Nakai, keeping the Star Chambers alive, actually. I only spend the heals on Star Chambers. And the Court of Horto did a decent job in beating back the vampire counts and whatnot. And supporting the infantry, basically they grind through everything and get a pretty solid victory. Anyways, I'm probably... It is pretty meta versus the counts, a fully blob fight. I was making it up this build mostly because of synergizing Lord Croak's shield and the Nakai's Primal Rage, that 20% physical resistance plus the 40% damage resistance on Lord Croak. That's like what, 60% damage resistance? So it's pretty rough for any melee army to deal with. Of course, if you have some armor-piercing missiles, then this build is toast. With you just send in chaff, bog down the whole blob, and you get beat back and be done. Like, and then you just start shooting, and the monsters are basically gone. But yeah, anyways, I am gonna switch. I'm just gonna get out of this room and message the next players of the next match to get them ready in the room and whatnot. Excuse me for a sec. Probably gonna go for a little bit of a black screen. So AC more and raised. Yeah, I'll just wait for the participants to join in to set up the room, and then I'll just go in and spectate. So give me a sec here, we will go into a bit of lull, because we are going to be switching rooms into whatever room they are in. I'm not sure which one. Oh, it seems that his opponent isn't here yet. I better like look for the player. Alright. Either ways, we will be setting up the screen blocker. Hold up a sec. Yeah, here we go. There's a screen blocker right now. Race is here. Again, Race facing up more from AC Clan, I assume. And yeah. Gonna be interesting to see what they bring. Actually, I don't think I've seen these two players play before, so I have no idea what they will bring to the table. So let's see. Just really curious on what kind of memes will they bring to the battlefield. Like, we've seen the Nakai and what we've seen Nakai in this stream. We've seen Aranessa Repons. We've seen Isabella von Karstein. She is a pretty good lord for support, but unfortunately, I think that Isabella von Karstein doesn't have a lot of potential for fighting. Now, she does have a lot of healing with the chalice, the blood chalice, basically like an undead regrowth. But it only applies to characters. That is not her. So only heroes. And vampires doesn't have a lot of heroes worth investing that much into. Like, you know, like say, like, let me think. White King is a solid tank, but you don't really it's not really a good lord that you want to keep him in the fight. Like, if he tanks, he tanks. If he doesn't tank, then it's not a big loss. He's mostly there to distract, to act as another single entity for an anvil, and to bring in the Scab's Breath. Basically that much. Like, he can't really kill characters and carry the game. But neither can stuff like Banshee. So the Blood Chalice is very limited in terms of application. Still though, like, my opponent there, Berserk, did a great job. Still very brave in bringing Isabella von Koststein. If he actually brought Vlad von Koststein, maybe I would have lost this fight, because Vlad would have done so much more damage in the fight, while still being able to heal up surrounding units decently with Invocation of the Hack. He himself can tank out the damage with quite a bit of damage resistance, his Karstein ring, of course, and he would have dealt much more damage against my characters. So I wouldn't really know how it would turn out after all. So, because Nakai does have that anti-infantry bonus as an ancient Kroxigor, but maybe Vladdy Daddy von Karstein might be a better choice. That's just what I think. Not necessarily like not necessarily the most how do you call it? Not necessarily the most effective pick for sure, and not exactly a guarantee win with Vlad von Karstein, but just my 2 cents in the matchup. But overall, like, Berserk did a really good job in cycle charging. If not for Lord Krog's explosion blowing up all those chaff, I would have lost. Like, those hammer and anvil with those Vargheists was absolutely on point. The Vargolf is disgustingly annoying. Charging in and out. Also keeping alive his Blood Knights. Well, even until the late game, they were fairly healthy enough to just keep dishing out the damage. But unfortunately, it's just that the Star Chamber Guardians are a bit too much for these guys. Especially with the attack buffs from Nakai. They shred through cavalry like hot knife through butter. But, well, the blob does outgrind. The lizard blob does outgrind the vampire blob, weirdly. When you think about vampires, like, you think that they are the tankiest faction, best for grinding through everything their opponent brings with their heals, unbreakable leadership. Not exactly unbreakable, but close enough with that crumbling. But then, like, normally other factions grind better. Like, you have the Dowies, the elite blobs. The Dowie elite blob is really tanky, and in one-on-one fights, absolutely grind through the vampire blobs. Unless you, of course, there's like magic like Winds of Death or breath attacks from dragons and terrorgeist. Those might be more of a problem, but overall, is the tenacity of lizardmen and dwarfs definitely outshines that of the vampires. Oh, Coops, Thunderous One. That's an interesting choice. I actually never use Thunderous One in general. I don't know why. It's supposed to be a good like, I don't really see a lot of application of the unit, I suppose. Like, especially with the lightning bolt, it probably does it do. If it does friendly fire, then I'll definitely not do it, because a lightning bolt dropping into my Star Chamber Guardians hurts a lot more than a lightning bolt dropping into the enemies. Like, the Thunderous One requires no friendly troops around them, because I feel like the Thunderbolt is gonna hurt a lot if you hit the elite units of your own. Or if it doesn't do friendly fire, then I mean it totally justifies, but honestly for me it doesn't. Anyways, let's look at the army builds of the two players here. For the vampire count, we have a line of zombies in the front, very staple stuff. At the back, a line of grave guards, all of them with great weapons supported by a single corpse card with balefire, while we have some blood knights at the back, basically to counter cavalry and counter high elf monsters, which we have plenty today with the Arcane Phoenix and the Flamespire Phoenix. As for Lords, we have Tyrion on his steed, and also supported by a mage of high magic coming in with... Interesting, we have the Tempest, a very good spell against vampires in general, due to the Tempest easily ripping through all the vampire air force, but obviously this basically bans all the air force from vampire count, and you can see that race does not have... AC Moore does not have any bats, far guys or anything, just ground forces. For the rest of the build, we have 3 archers in the front, 2 rangers flanking a single Silverin Guard to hold the line and clean through chaff. At the back, Silverin Guard as well, and a Sword Masters of Hoeth. Elite infantry, great for ripping through all these grave guards with great weapons. And that's basically it for the army builds. We have things, yeah, basically went through everything, and we shall proceed. As the archers here raining their arrows into the grave guard with great weapons with only 90 armor, it's definitely high, but still, no shields and whatnot, they will be taking some decent damage down to 2/3 of their health already. While at the back, we have the corpse cart getting hit by an arcane unforging, trying to drain away their health. Also, because it is a balefire corpse cart, it does not have the healing, so actually a decent choice. While the archers now already working their way through the grave guard with great weapons down to half health. This is going to be a huge loss for the vampire counts. They will endure, but I'm not sure how long can they endure against a horde of rangers and possibly more elite infantry coming in. However, with the grave guards in the middle reaching the front line, the Silverin Guard will be in great trouble. So instead, the Sword Masters will be pushing forward to pin down their enemies using the anti-infantry armor piercing to grind through all these vampire units. Over this flank, we have the Rangers suffering massive losses against the Grave Guards and a charge from the Blood Knights. While over here, the Rangers have been buckling under the weight of 2 Blood Knights, now roaming, swarming into the back line, bogging down some archers, pinning down the Flamespire Phoenix, and hopefully the Arcane Phoenix. While over here, the grind in the push is truly underway as we have Tyrion dueling Vlad von Carstein, 2 amazing duelists. But who will be winning? It seems that Tyrion is getting beaten up quite hard by Vlad von Carstein due to Vlad being a footlord and having better stats. Also, the support of 2 White Kings really pushing Tyrion back. However, the Sword Masters are just cleaving their way through zombies and grave guards, doing a really good job in cleaning up the undead infantry. While over here, the Blood Knights have been taking some serious damage from the pigeon poop of the Flamespire Phoenix, also the crossfire from the archers, accumulating a lot of damage, really buying more time for the infantry to dish out the pain, and maybe trying to whittle down the Blood Knight, helping the Arcane Phoenix to fly back into the skies, but it seems that will be a rather distant hope. Over here, the zombies and grave guards has pushed through the first wave of rangers, now being blocked up by a second Silverin Guard, allowing the archers to retreat, but a Scabscrath hitting both archers. This is some pretty solid damage, and now one of them are wavering, one of them having pretty wavery leadership at this point. At the front line, Sword Masters are still cutting through a bunch of undead infantry, but the problem is they no longer have the martial mastery. So right now they are having a lot less melee stats, and being dragged down by a lot of characters. The weight of characters and undead infantry is maybe a little bit too much. At the back, the archers now being run down by the Blood Knights here. They don't have any more infantry with such a narrow build to block off the cavalry, and now the archer fire is shut down, still having a lot of ammo in these units. Shame for the high elf unit. But so over here, the High Elf player seems to be wanting to salvage this situation by using those mobility, those monsters, to hopefully drag down their enemies, charging in, cutting down a single knight here and there, also with even the Mage of High engaging in combat. But there's not really a lot they can do against the Blood Knights at this point. Tyrion, maybe, but against anti-large cavalry like that, all these single entities in large size is just suffering a lot of damage right now. Healings are going in, the Invocation of the Hack also topping up their health and units models. Seems like the Blood Knights having... Wait, what? Is this crashing? Please don't tell me it's crashing. Please don't. Oh no. This sucks. This sucks pretty bad. Wait, hold up. Either somebody crashed or... Wait. Give me a sec. Probably somebody crashed in this game. Hold up a sec. Let me just quickly... Let me just quickly message the chat and see if the players have any issues on their side. Since obviously mine is having oh, the game crashed. The game did crash. Okay, let's see if race... Alright, but personally I think this is a pretty solid vampire victory. I'll look for the opinion of race first, and before we decided how to proceed with the game. Let me just quickly close the game. So oh, Nahak crash. That Nahak overloaded the system with too much healing, so it basically threw the game out of the window. Unfortunate. Let me just quickly open the game again. Excuse me for the black screen. Alright, so let's see if race would be deciding for a rematch or a... Yep. Anyways. So Nahak crashed, so we'll have to be waiting for the players again. Unfortunate, honestly. Failed to join. Oh wait, let me just spectate. Alright. So this is basically the same offer I made on Discord. Hopefully they can. Okay, so the possible 3 rebirths. Now that is like, Let me think how to deal with this. This is a bit of a technical issue here, a bit awkward. Anyways, we will proceed as a high elf, as a vampire victory. But yeah, vampires. Okay. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Give me like a few seconds to think about like. This is a bit awkward with the crash. Like, it is also. Okay, cool. We can probably do a rematch. Let's see how. Like, to be fair, rematch means more action. More action means more battle and more fun. We can see what happens. Anyways, since Race does think that while we wait for Race, let's actually talk about like the game 3 domination battles. Like, personally, I think the domination, like, we still have some time, right? So might as well. Domination battle seems like to be a pretty huge thing right now, with CA giving a huge push for the domination mode currently. Like, you have all the streamers. Basically, you, in a rather unified tone. Let's go for a rematch then. Alright, let's go for a rematch. Please pick something. Alright, cool. It seems that they're going for the match again. Oh, Tyrion, you like domination so far? I don't know. Like, personally, I feel like the domination mode isn't exactly what I look for in a Total War Warhammer game. Like, just in the Total War Warhammer sense. Like, in Total War Warhammer, I expect something to be more like unified army movements and trying to push as a single unified force. And domination doesn't really give me that sense of fighting. Like, at least that's what I think. Like, when you look at it, domination always devolve into battles spread out all across the map, which is honestly rather awkward. Like, you have a unit here and there you're trying to keep up with the whole match and whatnot. And just having the flying units jumping from point A to B to C to back to A again, it's not really what I look for. Like, you don't really have an organized flank charge. Like, say, you don't have an organized army movement with a large army like this. And even if you get into combat, you can't really organize like multi-unit flanking, and you can't really, like, for me, who love meme builds, you can't really do meme builds like what quad, penta, vanguard, aspiring champions anymore, because you just have so much less fun to work with and whatnot. So personally, I don't really like. I think the game mode is fun, but comparatively, I like land battles better. That's just a personal opinion. I do think that would be a fun mode to introduce, but what I don't like is that CA is completely trying to replace land battles with the with domination. So that's leave a little bit bad taste in my end. Anyways, a nice firestorm drops in with the Arcane Phoenix ripping through a bunch of Grave Guards, while the archers are now raining their fire into the Grave Guards with great weapons, just really trying to thin out the infantry before they can get into combat. Right now, Blood Knights at the back is charging into combat. The Unbraced Swordmasters is gonna take a huge hit. Massive impact damage. Look at how much health it took away. 40% health. The Swordmasters is just getting wrecked from that massive charge bonus. At the back, we have the Scabscraft destroying one archer unit. Rangers trying to cut through some of the Grave Guards and zombies, but not exactly being successful. In the front, we have the Master of the Beguilement debuffing the melee attack of the Swordmasters and successfully pushing them off with minimal casualties on the Grave Guards with great weapons. Probably, Race would have been better off leaving the Silverin Guard in front just to absorb the charge from all the Grave Guards and also Blood Knights. But at this point, his whole front line has buckled with all the Blood Knights rushing, pouring into the back lines, just destroying all the archers. I feel like at this point, Moore has a pretty solid lead. With all the archers shut down, he does have a lot of... Now, Race does have a lot of single entities though, so this will be a huge issue that the Vampire Counts have to deal with, but with all the Blood Knights now swarming, overwhelming the Arcane Phoenix, things are looking a bit grim for the High Elves. Now, Silverin Guard pinning down all these Grave Guards, but not a lot of damage is being dealt to them instead. And now with Van Hell's Dance Macabre, oh, this is a juicy buff. Covering all these units in like so many single entities who are surrounding Tyrion, giving him a proper beating. Also, these Blood Knights didn't really catch it. So, unfortunate for them, but the Grave Guards are just blending their way through the Silverin Guards. At the back, we still have some archers trying to shoot into the fray, but with all these Blood Knights being freed up, they are not going to be long for this world. Over here, the Silverin Guard are still being tied down by a bunch of cheap zombie units, where they are desperately needed in this block fight, so not exactly the greatest trait right here, being tied down, exhausted. Well, over here, Tyrion, always the same issue here, no immune to psychology, being terror routed and beat back routing from all three single entities. Over here, a nice firestorm ripping through a bunch of Grave Guards, so doing some nice damage, but the Blood Knights, these three Blood Knights are unchecked. There's literally no units free to stop them, so they are just free to roam, running down every single thing they can find, like sharks smelling blood. These archers are just gonna get run down if they start moving towards that way. Well, over here, Tyrion somehow managed to get back, and with the help of the Flame Survive Phoenix finishing off the Corpse Cards, while over here, the Mage of High Magic was stuck in melee combat a little too long against Grave Guards, taking some damage, but still, this is going to be tough. The single entity squads with the infantry support is a tough nut to crack, especially with the Blood Knights swarming in. Tyrion not exactly having the highest health right now, also Master of Beguilement debuffing him. His health is low, but not low enough to trigger the Heart of Avalon. Moreover, being surrounded, his leadership is dropping down rapidly, barely stabilizing, but Apotheosis also healing up the monsters right now, but Tyrion needs that heal, and it needs it fast, which actually came in pretty decently, and just trying to stabilize him right now with the support of all these single entities, but the lack of infantry, all these Silverin Guard being pushed so far away, archers being pulled back, but now zombies rushing in to tie them down, leaving the single entities pretty stranded against all these Blood Knights. Oh my god, this Blood Knight is almost full health. All the entities are intact. All they need to do is cycle charge into this blob, pin down the Phoenix, and also Tyrion, who is surrounded by Vlad von Carstein and multiple White Kings, all these Grave Guards. Tyrion might be tanky, but he's still being grind down pretty fast, pretty steadily. Now a juicy Flamestorm drops in again, ripping through a bunch of Blood Knights and whatnot, doing some nice damage, but it really only do good damage against infantry, and against large sized model units, not quite so. Anyways, at the back we have the archers being routed off by zombies and probably some Grave Guards with great weapons, while in the front, in the middle here, Tyrion is surrounded and almost routing, while the Flame Spy Phoenix definitely routing, being pinned down by the by the Blood Knight. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. While the Mage of High Magic also being stuck in melee combat, well, yeah, there's no way for the High Elves to pull out of this one, as they hit army losses, and it will be a vampire victory. Anyways, GG to both players here. Race did a good job with the Flame Spy Phoenix, actually doing a lot of damage. 2,500 damage, 3 chevrons. The Flaming Storms are really good at cleaning up infantry blobs and whatnot. Also, the Flame Spy Phoenix just roaming around dropping pigeon poops. It's just that Tyrion getting some decent damage done, but so easily routed by a combination of single entities, Fear and Terror. Not exactly the tankiest lord alive. Now, we have the Blood Knights here, really good pick against this build in particular. Not all builds, especially not against Phoenix Guard boxes, but against Archers and Phoenixes. Blood Knights, with their anti-large high charge bonus, absolutely a really powerful, solid cavalry. Anyways, we have the first battle done. They have switched to Oaken Hammer, and we will be waiting for them to pick their armies. Anyways, let's put on Screen Blocker again. Excuse me for a sec. We have AC Moore picking Tomb Kings, and Race picking Dark Elves, spanning Wood Elves. Interesting pick, because I think Dark Elves doesn't exactly trade bad against Tomb Kings. That's my personal opinion, of course, but still. With, like, something, say, Bolt Throwers, they can kill monsters pretty effectively. And the infantry trade effectively into skeletons. The only thing that doesn't really trade well is probably the cavalry side. Neakara Horsemen can most certainly beat Dark Riders, while the Cold One Riders will get shut up pretty hard by stuff like, say, Ushaptis and whatnot. So maybe there will be a cavalry advantage in the Tomb Kings in this battle, or maybe not, like, depends. Also, with the armor debuffs available to the Tomb Kings, maybe they can get off enough of that Cold One armor, allowing the Neakara Horsemen to do some decent damage against the Cold One cavalry. Now, of course, the Dark Shards also is a great tool to fight off monsters from the Tomb Kings. The armor piercing can be really powerful in dishing out the damage in a short burst. It's just that they need to get in range, and if there's enough mobility, say Carrions from the Tomb Kings, then, well, it's pretty safe to say that the Dark Shards are gonna get pinned down by the flying unit. And also, if there's a DJ Katap rushing in with those screaming Casket of Souls, then the densely packed formation of Dark Shards will be in trouble. Anyways, that's basically it for my speculations. Now let's get back to the domination discussion. So personally, not liking the move of I don't like how CA is strong arming the push for domination for competitive. I agree that it is a great game mode and can be fun to play with. It's just that taking land battles away from quick battles just doesn't sit right, in my opinion. Now, Aetherian, I see what you mean with the scales, but I think Tyrion's solution of flipping the reinforcement and starting army size is a good one. Yes, definitely. I don't like the small starting army size, but if we have a much bigger starting army, like say what we have normally, 12,400 gold for the starting army, and then maybe say 6,000 gold for the reinforcement, that might be much better. We have a grand army conflict in the middle and then we start capping points and whatnot. That would be fun. And what else? Let me think. Another thing that I hate about... Okay, seems like both players are ready, so let me just take off Screen Blocker now. Excuse me a sec, and we are back. Cool. But yeah, the problem with I feel like the biggest problem with domination right now is the reinforcement mechanic. They lean so heavily into a reserve army. It just doesn't feel good to fight or to look at. But if they can like reduce that reinforcement pool, maybe it will be much better to fight with. Especially we have not larger armies, so more synergy with different units. You have more unit options, so you can pull a lot more random shit. And you can start bringing meme armies as well. And with the reinforcement pool reduced, like, and a larger initial army, there will be less cheese, because cheese is a huge problem, like with smaller armies, because say you have basically say you spend like 3,500 gold on cheese units in a normal regular battle, like land battles. That's like what, 25% of their funds. But if you spend like 3,500 gold on cheese in a domination battle, that's like what, half your total budget for your starting army. So to min-max effectiveness of your army, people will definitely go for cheese armies, and in the end you just basically see cheese every time, which leaves a bad taste in my mouth with that. So a larger starting army definitely would solve the issue. Okay, anyways, now let's look at the battle builds. We have a front line of skeleton spears, skeleton warriors for the Tomb Kings, and a couple Tomb Scorpions supported by High Queen Khalida. We have a couple of skeleton chariots and mass mobility. A bunch of chariots, skirmishers, the skeleton horse archers, and Necro horsemen, a very cost-effective mid-tier cavalry. As for the Dark Elves, a front line of Black Ark Corsairs, they will blend through skeletons. With high armor, anti-infantry, they are like the perfect counter against skeletons. The problem is, can they deal with the charges, the skeleton chariot charges? That's the issue here. Also, some Blades of Blood Queen and Hargan of Executioners to blend through skeletons and whatnot. On the flanks, we have some Cold One Knights protecting or maybe circling around, hoping to get a surround or flanking charges, hammer and anvil, but these guys are getting shot up pretty badly by the skeleton horse archers. Oh, whoops, missing a burning head here, a juicy one indeed, ripping through a huge bunch of skeleton spears, and then hitting another one. Not dodging with a second unit of skeleton spears really costs AC more with the damage here. At the back we have some Dark Riders pinning down a bunch of Necro horsemen. A great catch overall. Really need to get a Cold One Knight in as well to maybe capitalize on this. Oh, these are not Dark Riders, these are Slaanesh Harvesters. And yeah, the Cold One Riders are rushing in, trying to capitalize on this catch. And now at the front line, skeletons crumbling to the charge from the Black Ark Corsairs, but chariots rolling in, they will be dishing out some nice impact damage on the charge. While over here, more Black Ark Corsairs blending through the skeleton spears, but here with a rear charge from 9 entities of skeleton chariots, the Black Ark Corsairs are routed. Over here, we have some damaged Khorne Knights engaging against some Necro horsemen, and now with the fire support from all these skeleton horse archers and the Necro horsemen, they're actually losing this fight. So now, over here, with the Slaanesh Harvesters being pushed back by the light cavalry, the Necro horsemen, the Cold One Knights decided to again abandon this engagement, actually charging back again, probably because they got tied down by the Necro horsemen. At the front, a bad catch, a really bad mistake from the AC Mori right here, allowing the Lich Priest to be caught up by a bunch of Harganev executioners. The Lich Priest is taking massive damage. On the bright side though, Crone Halabron with light armor will be taking quite some damage from the horse skirmishers, while the chariots, combined with the skeleton number advantage, is just crushing all these Black Ark Corsairs. The bonus versus infantry and the charge bonus really isn't something to be underestimated. At the back we have some Black Ark Corsairs being kind of wasted here, sitting idle and whatnot, probably routed from a charge from the chariots, while in the front, the Cold One Knights trying desperately to drag down all these Tomb Scorpions, but instead they are suffering heavily from the charges of from the hordes of Necro horsemen and so many single entities. Hargan of Executioners doing much better against Skeleton Warriors, but with a recharge from the Tomb Scorpions, they're gonna take some massive impact damage, and especially with the Murder Mastery slowly deactivating, they will just be having a tougher and tougher time in the late game. Anyways, the Skeleton Chariots are still roaming around, charging down, running down every single isolated unit they can find with the superior mobility. While the Slaanesh Harvesters being finally beaten back are now just sitting back, not really much they can do here, with the Harganev Executioner and Crone Hellebrand trying their best to drag down all these skeletons, but that anti-infantry bonus armor piercing from the Tomb Scorpions is just too much for the Harganev Executioners. And now the Murder Mastery has won out, and the Dark Elves are running out of options in combat. Like, honestly, there's just not really much they can do at this point now. With all these Harganev Executioners routed, Black Ox Corsairs routed by the chariot charges, and only Crone Hellebrand isolated, surrounded by a bunch of single entities, she is taking some massive damage. Especially, she doesn't have the most melee defense to begin with. Also, being surrounded and whatnot. Yep, she is just going down. Army losses is hit. The Mass Chariot and the Hekara Horsemen just overwhelmed the Tomb King's forces. GG's with both players, a great game to both of them. The race had a really good push with the infantry to begin with, but unfortunately, the Chariots just too much mobility for these Black Ox Corsairs to handle. The rear charges, the anti-infantry charge bonus is really impactful. Even with the high armor of these Black Ox Corsairs, they simply can't tank it out. The Cold War Knights, they are supposedly good against all these cavalry, but unfortunately with the Tomb Scorpions concentrating with the help of High Queen Khalida, they just get shredded. Probably if they overloaded one flank with all these Cohen Cav, maybe they can win out in the mobility engagements, or if they countercharge the Skeleton Chariots, it would have been better, but alas, this battle with the Skeleton Chariots being able to roam around the battlefield, cycle charging without anything to counter them, this is unfortunate for the Dark Elves. Just being crushed by a bunch of hammer charges. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the semi-finals. Congratulations to AC Moore for entering the finals, which I'll be fighting against him at this point. Let me just quickly message him. Oh yeah. Let me just quickly hydrate a bit, and then we can move on to the finals. I'll just have to ask Morris to set up the map, because wait, weird, I can't find them. Okay, so I can't find the room, so I assume it's just Steam being Steam. Actually, Warhammer being Warhammer. Total War Warhammer being Warhammer. I can't, like, you need to add the players as a friend to see their room on a public lobby, which is absolutely weird. Not sure why, but it happens that way. So yeah, we'll be going into the final battle. Just let me quickly rehydrate a bit, and I'll be back with... Okay, cool. We're back now. So let me just quickly join. Okay, so I can't really use the builds I've used before. So I need to work out something. Alright. So I am the top bracket, so I have to pick first. Let me see, what map are we on right now? Excuse me for a sec here. Just gonna quickly Galbaraz, right, I forgot to report scores. 1, 1, 1. Yep. Excuse me for a sec. I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay, cool. Oh, yep. First pick. Let me just quickly think. I can't really bring out the old builds I have, and I might be running out of builds today. Like, I've been playing quite some other builds, and I'm not really sure I want to really bring them in this battle. Ah, well. Let me think. Oh crap, this is a bit awkward. Let me think. Let's just go for a high elf startup first. Let's just go for high elf, ban Bretonia, and then I'll think of something else. And yeah, we are in the finals right now, so let's see what AC More brings to this final battle. It's gonna be a bunch of meme stuff, honestly. I don't really have any proper builds in my sleeve today. Okay, it's gonna be chaos again. This is gonna be tough. Up against Kholek Suneater. Oh boy, dude's gonna get wrecked. Can we do some sneaky stuff? Let's not do. Let me think. Can we do some sneaky stuff and do this? Entities cannot die while it's active. Fang Sword of Eltharion. Justifiable? Well, Eltharion it is. Alrighty, it seems that we don't really have much of a choice here. I don't really have any options to counter chaos other like wait, I think I've seen one build before. We think if we do this and just bring a bunch of skirmish cav. If we can concentrate our skirmish cav and do some single entity shooting bullshit, maybe we have a chance. And I don't think Fireborn is a good option here. They don't have enough armor piercing to deal with Kholek. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough against Kholek though. Yikes. Big yikes. Let me think. Okay, so we have the infantry here. Probably not gonna do much against. Okay, let's see if we can do this. And we're not gonna bring any caster, just Eltharion, the Grim. This is gonna be memes. I mean, I know it's gonna be memes to begin with, but this is gonna be even memeier than usual. Anyways, a cheaper Sisters of Avalon? No, not an option. Anyways, I hate Fang Sword anyway, so it doesn't. I'm not gonna bring that. Just bring a Sisters of Avalon. This is a bit messy, honestly. This kind of build. What if I bring more skirmish cav? This is sort of Avalon, and then maybe say bring a Silvern Guard. I'm still struggling with this matchup, honestly. Like, personally, I think High Elf, like, I played High Elf for quite a bit occasionally, and I feel like they just suffer really hard against against chaos. I suppose that is pretty much the case in general. But still, this hurts, man. Shield of Safri. Nope, no, not going to do that. High Elf is really an awkward faction. We can't really do much against. Like, Elf really. Oh. Okay, awkward pick. Can we do this? Not really. This doesn't really add many. Lore Master doesn't really add anything to the build. Other than healing and whatnot. So, I'm not gonna bring him. Maybe bring more infantry to hold down enemies or something. This is tough. Alright, whatever. I'll just bring a white lion or something like that. And call it a day. Can we just bring free... Nope. No. Oh, just bring a white lion or something. Alright, let's go. Probably not the most optimal build, but let's see. Also, one thing great about somebody hosting for my hosting a room for me is you don't have to switch rooms. You don't have to switch maps. Like, it's gonna be, if I'm gonna have to deal with maps again, it's gonna be a disappointment and embarrassment all over. I mean, I just started the stream with a forgot to switch maps thing, so that was awkward. Well, yeah, we don't have this problem with the finals. Thankfully, we have Morris here doing an absolute great job at keeping the maps on top, keeping on top of switching maps and whatnot. So, thankfully, he's there. Anyways, at the back we have some White Lions of Trace dealing with my opponent here. We have Eltharion the Grim. I was hoping to maybe use him snipe Kholek with like Arcane Unforging and Soul Quench. I don't even know if this is gonna work, but... Or maybe we can just drop some Soul Quench into like the Chaos Infantry or something and thin them out. I don't know. This is a tough matchup overall. Like, High Elf simply is not good at dealing with heavy armor, like heavy armor rushing. That's my, of course, that's just my 2 cents. But they're great units. Either are Dragon, who is not a good unit in general, like janky attack animations, weird mass that doesn't allow them to push through easily, and also. What else do they have for armor piercing? So, chariots. But now, with armor piercing units and missiles countering them in the form of horse masters and great weapons, chaos warriors, this might be a tough issue. Actually, maybe I should have brought... maybe I should have brought Flying Chariots. Anyways, too late to regret now. We have Elarian Reavers on skirmish mode because I have crap micro. That's a lot of units to kill through. That's gonna be awkward. Anyways, we have... Let's just... Okay, this is an awkward thing to deal with. Okay, let's not fire at will. Shoot down these Marauder Horsemen first. Okay, we fall back now. they're gonna just start hitting us with stuff that I don't want. They're gonna start hitting us with javelins. Alright, move around, fall back, keep shooting those guys. We don't need that just yet. We have anything to shoot? Chaos Warriors? Oh, okay, we can drop some Soul Quench into them or something. Just get them into the rear. Start Soul Quenching. Let's see if they dodge it. Probably not. Alright, cool. Get some nice damage done. And start shooting. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Keep shooting, boys. Alright, we just keep annoying them with our skirmish calf. Let's just fall back a bit. Oh, and we fall back. And we push up slightly ahead, and we keep kiting again. We fall back. Almost time for another soul quenching. Let's just soul quench. What else can I soul quench today? Okay, let's just get on. Alright, seems that our cavalry is being pinned. I mean, our flanks are being wrecked by Chaos Knights. Let's just get our white lines there. Keep shooting them. Oh boy. We need our cavalry back now. Sisters are being compromised, which is not good. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Okay, cool. We have the cavalry back now. So, sisters, please come back. Okay, cool. We have... Let's just heal back some sisters. So they can start come back and start... Okay, anyways. Yeah, okay. We can just start pinning them down now. Sisters, keep running back. And Arcane Unforging on this guy. Sisters, are you still running? Okay, terrified. Great. Oh, Eltharion, can you quickly run out? We are winning the Cav engagement, which is good. We just need to make sure they don't... Okay, we are... Unbreakable. Cool. Alright, come back. And... Oh, okay, the sisters are gone. We don't have anything to kill. We don't really have much to deal with Kholek now. Especially with Kholek hot on pursuit. And our sisters are definitely compromised. Being ran down at times. Maybe we'll have to maybe we'll have to deal with Kholek. We have to fight Kholek with swordmasters and skirmishers now. Fun times. Not sure if this is not sure how to do it, but guess we'll have to figure that out at some point. Also, the fact that they still have so many skirmishers, this is a problematic, to say the least. And we don't have that many options to deal with skirmishers now. Okay, cool. Let's just run. Keep running! You guys are in skirmisher mode, right? Let's just get a heal. Sisters of Avalon is back! Not that I can use them much though. Okay, so can you get out? Alright, just get out of there, man. Get out of there. Like, you don't stay in there. Run back. Pin them down. Okay, so what can we do now? Drop a soul quench in them. Okay, just keep shooting them. We have let's just race. Hopefully we can get this in time. Does it in time? Not sure. Probably gonna hurt a lot, but whatever at this point. Okay, so we have a Eltharion in there. Okay, cool. We got them in combat now, so start shooting Kholek, please. Okay, cool. 15 sisters. Okay, can we get anything unbreakable right now? Okay, cool. Let's just make sure they don't rout for now. I don't really have that many options to deal with them now. Okay, so Okay, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Come on. Okay, no, never mind. They're dead. Let's see if we can draw some friendly fire into the... Nope. Yep, we draw some friendly fire, but not enough for sure. And the Swordmaster is just being kited around, merry-go-round style. Unfortunate. We'll see. We'll just drop down. This is too much of a calf block for me to deal with for sure. And Altharion isn't really that good. Unfortunate. Alright, I forgot to yell good luck, have fun, but whatever. We are getting surrounded. Kholek is hot in pursuit. I probably should have got some spears instead, maybe? Anyways, this is the only unit I have in combat, so he's just gonna smacked by Kholek. It's painful. Oof, big hit! Look at that hammer go! Just hurts so much. Hurts. Alright, versus more. What do we have? Eltharion. Here we go. GG. The Swordmasters did their best, killing a lot of the Chaos Filth, but Sisters of Avalon being compromised that hard, and myself unable to use these Elven Reaver archers effectively to protect the sisters, not really doing well for on my part here. Like these units are good. It's just that I was unable to protect them, and they got recharged, got shot up, and yeah. This was not exactly the best performance I can give. But yeah, Tyrion, yep, you're right. Kholek is not a meme lord. I was wrong. I should have taken Chaos out of the whole tournament. Oh boy. This just hurts so much. Kholek comes in with his huge Suneater club and just Suneater hammer, Star Crusher if I remember correctly, and literally crushed the Altharion to pieces. It just hurts. He's a big scary armored monster. So there's that. I suppose they're banning Wood Elves as vampire counts. Interesting. But I don't I'm thinking of bringing a meme build, but I've already showcased this meme build before. So I'm not sure whether it's worth it to do it again. Banning Wood Elves though, so I can't use Orion, which is not really an issue for me. You know what? Let's go. There we go. Let's roll. Let me see what we have here. There we go. And then get ourselves a few of these infantry. Lamprey's Revenge is basically a must here. They're so very tanky. And what else? What else can we bring? Fleet Captain, that's for sure. Just bring down a crab or something. Get that melee attack buff. We don't really need Winds of Death. Now, excuse me. We don't really need these either. Mostly just need this thing. Gap Square F in case we'll have to deal with Conraves. Now this is most certainly a meme build, but we'll see how it goes. So basically we go with these things. Bunch of crabs. A bunch of crabs. Well, Death Gods. Bloody Reaver. What else can we bring? Not really much. Like, we don't really have much else to bring, honestly. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Hopefully our Renessa don't die. Really hope so. And yeah, we'll have a bunch of halberds fighting them. It's the Vampire Coast Elite box we're rolling with. Oh yeah, Ethereum, like, the only meme lords on Chaos are the generics. All 4 legendary lords are competitive, even the caster lords are decent, yes, especially on the dragon and whatnot. Poor basic Chaos lord is a meme. Yep, basically, it's like the basic vampire lord, right? Like, nobody really uses them when there are so many more better options. Maybe they used them when the game first came out, back in Warhammer 1, but once they introduced the bloodlines, like now the Strigoi Ghoul King and also the generic Vampire Lord is just obsolete right now. Like, they don't even exist anymore. Anyways, what else do we have? I expect a lot of rear charging. Yeah, I just need zombie summons, honestly. Or for explosion, we have enough money for a cackle fruit. Why not? Alright, let's go. Meme build. Death Guard. Death Guard spams the halberds. We're going pure halberd. Excuse me. We're going pure halberd this time. We roll. Is halberd still a meme though? I don't think halberd in game 3 is gonna be a meme though, with the charge reflection, which is really broken apparently. Like, they can literally charge into chariots and dish out massive damage. But yeah, I'm not sure how it translates. Like, whether there will be updates and whatnot to fix this and turn them into like something that's brace only. Like, you need to brace to activate the charge bonus, the charge reflection. So maybe they'll kind of fix that, but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But we'll see. Either way, meme build number 1. Not really number 1, but yeah, you get one. Meme build over here. Like, it's a Vampire Coast build that I didn't really try a lot, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I only played this once and it worked out fine against vampire counts, but it's been like months since I played that build. So especially now that cavalry has been fixed, maybe it will be less effective. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I should have went for the melee depth guards. I don't know, but here we are. We have to work through this. Hopefully dish out some damage with a bunch of stuff and shoot out some monsters with the oh, why did I oh wait, that's a default more powder thingy, so that's not exactly a huge thing. Lamprey's Revenge, a bunch of halberds, hopefully all buffed up by Aranessa. She is not on foot because I need her to be tankier than usual, unfortunately, so no more pole dancing. So yeah, let's see. Now, Lamprey's Revenge though, super tanky. With their regeneration and their just heavy armor, eye melee defense 59, they can just tank for ages. And doesn't really need the Invocation of Nahak. Of course, I still brought Invocation today, just because we need to heal up the Death Gods, but like, Lamprey's Revenge and the Bloody Reaver Death Gods doesn't even need Invocation to heal up to the heal cap, I don't think. With their, like, the hunger going on, their regeneration. Oh, wait, so yeah. Aetherian, oh, sorry, I was meaning Chaos Sorcerer on Dragon, that's a meme. Wait, that's the meme? I swear I've seen Chaos Sorcerer Dragon before. Maybe it's been too long, so I don't quite remember it correctly. Yeah, alright. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff to fight through, but no Grave Gods, which gives me a little bit of hope. It gives me a little bit more hope to fight through this huge force of vampire counts. We do have Vlad von Carstein, which is an issue because we don't have infantry fighting force. Yeah, I should have brought the anti-infantry death guards. But well, at least I can deal with the flanking charges of monsters and whatnot, I suppose. Fly on cast iron. This is an issue. Alright, anyways, let's be polite here. Sending a U2 to my opponent. AC more. Alright, let's push up. We don't... how are we supposed to kill Vlad? I suppose grind through the rest of the army? Oh boy, this is gonna be a boring fight. I'm just gonna sit on one flank, trying to grind through all these zombie infantry. And... AC Moore will just keep throwing Vargov and the Crypt Horrors into the rear charging and whatnot, so... Well, my shotgun crabs are just shooting whatever they can, so... There's that. Okay, shooting at the lords, which is absolutely fine by me. They don't have charge defense, so might as well just charge them in, using what's little of their arch bonus. Okay. Let's just go for it. Scab Scrap. I mean, I can Scab Scrap too. Oh boy, that's a very juicy Scab Scrap. I shouldn't have blocked my stuff like that. My mistake. Huge mistake, honestly. Alright, anyways, let's just... alright, let's just all hands ahoy. Time to debuff some of these guys. Okay, this is a huge messy blob. Just undead on undead action. Super messy. And Aranessa is getting hit pretty hard. Okay, we have the Death Guard holding on that part. Alright, let's just get ourselves some missile damage. Can this even fight properly? Wait, let's see. Let's heal up. And see what gets hit by the heal. 1, 2, 3. Not a lot of stuff getting hit by the heals. Oh, zombie countering zombie. It's just hilarious stuff right now. Anyways, we are grinding... Not sure how we're grinding, honestly. The balance of power is slightly in favor of the vampire count. Oh boy, this might end up badly, but yeah. Let's just get this going. It's such a tough grind. Okay, we're slowly thinning out. Okay, let's just get the damage resistance buff on. I don't even see Aranessa anymore because it's so messy. Just so many zombies blob into one single area right now. But oh boy, the Lamprey's Revenge are suffering heavily. Their heal can't keep up. This is bad. Can we get a better... like this, maybe? Oh boy, this doesn't work quite well. Okay, so what else do we need to debuff? The monsters are dying, but so are the death gods. We are lacking zombies right now. We need more to hold them back. All hands ahoy! How much attack? No, they just add bonus weapon damage. And we are adding some numbers here, but the blob isn't going too well, and Aranessa is routing. My cutlass first, but oh well. Once Aranessa is gone, we can't really fight this blob anymore, which is a problem. There's so much gooning potential with the Vargolf. Ah well. GG. GG to AC Moore. This is a pretty solid build actually. Vlad is probably not a meme lord. I don't think. Like he is a Footlord for sure, not the strongest, but he is actually still very powerful as a duelist. Just that he is a Footlord, so the application is a bit limited. Anyways, let's just pop the buff and leave our only fighting unit here who's still barely holding on. The Bloody Reaver Death Gods. Yep, the Bloody Reaver Death Gods. What? Actually, is Bloody Reaver a ship? I forgot, actually. I need to check the lore or whatever. Anyways, let's just blast these things. And also that one Scabscraft in the early game blasting away 2 of my deckhand mobs, that really hurt. I only have so much halberd infantry. Oh, Tyrion, good idea. Like, I should have... Yeah, definitely a better idea to let the Death Guard grind through the infantry, and Zombos would be... Oh, yeah. Anyways, versus more... Sartosa. That was a fast fight. Okay, so let's have a look at the army performances. The Death Gods did pretty well, grinding through zombies and whatnot. Unfortunately, the rear charges and the Vargolf, the Crypt Horrors is just too much overwhelmed our forces. While the Lamprey's Revenge, they're much better grinding through infantry, and instead the armor-piercing monsters are just surrounding it, beating it down, especially with the character support. While my characters here, none of them are really good at fighting anything here, any of these characters here. They're good at fighting through Vargolfs and stuff, but against Vlad, an infantry character, they suffer a lot. So, pretty unfortunate for build roulette. This was a build that anything could happen. If they went for like monsters, say Isabella von Costheim flying, or sent in a, maybe say, we have Helman Gorse riding in with a corpse cart, maybe I can handle, but Vlad, it's just not quite working. Crypt Horrors, they recharged my Death Gods, did some damage, not a lot. Of course, against Halberd, they would not be a cost-effective trade, but the Vargolf there, just grinding through all my single entities, did a great job surrounding, isolating them, and beating them in combat. And the corpse carts, buffing up all these undead infantry troops. Great, another great blob buffer, basically. But yeah, that's basically it. That's concluding. Well, that basically concludes the battle for today. Thank you for playing, for all players. I hope you had fun in the games, enjoying this off-meta tournament. Apologies for a bit of the delays throughout the whole battle, and also like the crashes and whatnot. So that was a bit of an issue, but unfortunately probably unavoidable. Can't really do anything about that. But yeah, overall a pretty great game. I really like seeing a lot of these meme builds, and I actually get to play into the final stages of the tournament, which is like the first time ever. Normally I just run into my opponents and just get picked off by some really good plays. But this time actually, well, played through 2 games, got into finals, some pretty nice stuff. And also probably because a lot of the top players are not actually joining the tournament. Oh, by the way. Yeah, like, so say people with like an insane micro, say Phoenix King, Falcon, like the top players are not here. So fortunately, actually Human Boy is also a great player. But yeah. It seems that, like, I think he had a really bad RNG. That's what he told me. Like, he had Emmerich with a dragon charging into Throg, hit him 4 times and only 1 hit landed. So he got defeated by RNG. So I actually managed to survive till the end game. Well, so that was definitely either I'm decent. I have improved in combat, or I have some pretty decent RNG. Anyways, so overall, like, I don't think I'm an amazing player overall. I'm just, like, I don't know, better than the average multiplayer, maybe. So yeah, pretty happy. Anyways, congratulations to AC Moore for winning this tournament. I think he just joined my Discord today, but yeah, we'll give you a nice little flair for your username as a kind of a prize. And really good games from all players here. And the off-meta plays is something I really genuinely enjoy with meme builds and whatnot. And yeah, really, and that's probably the last. This is probably the last meme build event before Game 3. I don't know if Game 3 will allow more meme build space margin for meme builds due to their current small initial army size, but I do hope that they bring back land battles to quick battles so we can just throw around on quick battles more. And right now, I think, like, personally, with my dislike in how they push land quick domination mode, I think I will still be doing. I think I'll still be like. Excuse me. I think I'll still be doing land battle videos and yeah, I think I'll. Anyways, I think I'll be just doing more land battles, maybe tournaments as well as like making some land battle videos if I can. And I'll also be accepting land battle videos, both Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3 actually. Like, cause first of all, I don't think Warhammer 3 will have a lot of land battle replay sending in. And Warhammer 2, before they integrate with Warhammer 3, will have quite a long time period of just blank stuff. Just blank stuff. So like, we will be. I want to fill up that kind of blank with Warhammer 2 content. See some of our familiar races like High Elves, Empire, and whatnot before they got introduced to Game 3. So before Game 3 integrates 1 and 2, yeah, I'll still be accepting Game 1 and 2 replays. And if you ever play them, feel free to just send it over. I'll definitely have a look. It'll be much shorter, like it'll be much rarer for me to cast them. They will be less frequent for sure because of the divide of focus between Game 2 and Game 3, but I'll definitely still do some occasional Game 2 replays. As for Game 3 content, I'll probably do some domination replays first, since I usually just roam around quick battles and whatnot, and have a feel of how the domination plays like. Of course, like, my opinions are opinions. Maybe I don't like them for now, but I haven't actually played them, so I can't really make a final decision on whether the game mode is good or bad. So I'll wait and see how it performs and how it feels to play it, and before making like a final decision or a final verdict. So there's that. But the first multiplayer, I'm also planning to do a tournament for Game 3. So that will probably be a land battle tournament with some interesting mechanics. Gorse would have. Now, Ethereum 100% believe that there will be meme builds in Game 3, Skyjunk, or Radius 1. Definitely there will be meme builds, but I don't think the domination mode allows that much margin for meme builds. So I will probably be doing meme builds in land battles instead, if anyone's playing land battles with me. Ethereum Tech, would you be interested in doing a co-op campaign? Actually, co-op campaign would be interesting, but I don't think I will stream it. I think I would be happy to join and play, but due to like time zone issues, I don't think I can play with any Western gamers. But Ethereum, I think I can play with you since you're from Southeast Asia, right? So maybe we can do some co-op campaign offline, and maybe I'll just drop some meme videos or something, with some clips and whatnot from the campaign. There will always be meme builds. If you are willing to lose, you can do anything. Well, indeed, that is true. I do agree with that. Like, if you got nothing to lose, you can screw everything. You can screw everyone over. Of course, you might also screw yourself over in the process, but hey, it's about screwing over everyone and having fun, right? So that would be nice. That would be neat. But other than that, I think that's gonna be all. I think I touched upon, yeah, I talked about my opinions on domination. Oh right, one thing, comeback mechanics. I still haven't talked about that. That's a really poorly designed mechanic. Like, how the hell do you install a mechanic that encourages people not to capture objectives when the main purpose of that mode is to capture objectives? So that I don't know. I'm personally feeling like making a video about how to abuse certain mechanics in domination, and also please CA, please fix them, some kind of thing like that. So we'll see what happens when the game 3 comes out. And since time difference, I think I will be playing this slightly later because it will probably release in the middle of the night for me, and not exactly the most convenient time to start playing long running campaigns or long running streams. Maybe I'll stream a couple hours. We'll see. I do have the second day off. I do have the next day off. I took a day off on 18th, so from work to like play the game after release. But I also have some errands to run on that day, so not a lot of time to play on the day of release and the day after. Maybe more time over the weekend though. But yeah, Ethereum, I do look forward to playing a co-op campaign with you actually. Definitely not gonna stream that, but probably make some clips and whatnot. We'll see. We can just get onto the voice chat on Discord and start playing. Who knows? But yeah, let's just talk about it off stream later. But yeah, reinforcement mechanic, I still don't like that. It allows a lot. The reinforcement mechanic and the combat mechanic combined allows a lot of areas available for players to exploit, and I don't like that. So we'll see what happens. Personally, it's just my thing against the domination mode. Okay, so basically, in short, I'll still be focusing on land battles more, hopefully. I'll be playing some dominations to get a feel of the mode and get a final verdict. Maybe it will change my mind on the mode. We'll see. And I'll also be accepting land battle replays from Warhammer 2. Like, if you ever get any, they'll be cast in a lower frequency due to like Game 3 coming out, of course. But I'll still do them occasionally. So there's that. And one last final thing, I'll be coming up with a tournament, a themed tournament of some kind for Warhammer 3. It will most likely be in land battles. Pretty much in line with most like small time tournament hosts currently. Like, the major ones are, of course, like right now promoting Warhammer 3 and also the domination mode, but I feel like most smaller casters are like smaller content creators are more leaning towards the land battle side. So it's a weird divide. The one like supported officially by by Creative Assembly are just all going on a one-sided argument for the domination battles, while the smaller ones are like, this feels weird and this game mode is not balanced and definitely not as exploit proof as they claim it to be. Like spawn camping, and then there's also turtling, not attacking the objectives until you think you build up like a sizable army, and then you start pushing. That basically give yourself like a 5-minute skirmish phase and dragging out the battle. So like, I feel like it will need rules moderation. Like, there's nothing that is like, I feel like there's nothing exploit proof. Yep. Sorry for the pronunciation there. Like, right now the content creators are claiming that the mode doesn't need any rule enforcement, and I think that might not be true. Like I guarantee there will be someone out there at some point finding out an exploit and start abusing the crap out of it, and soon like the whole multiplayer scene start knowing it and whining about the exploit, just like how people whine about like corner camping and stuff. But yeah, so basically there's that. So I think like domination will need rules to regulate it, and which will make the whole game mode a lot less competitive worthy, because one, we have land battles. It has a full set of rules, well developed by well developed through the course of a few years, maybe not 4 years, but like at least 1 or 2 years ever since the Warhammer Championship. And right now, like domination is a blank slate, and they need to build everything from ground up. Especially regarding like the rules of probably spawn camping and stuff. I don't know. So it's gonna be more awkward, and I would say it's probably better to just grab land battles. Like it's better in terms of spectacle. You have a grand army clashing each other in unison. They march in unison, maneuver in synergy with each other. The grand scale of battle is just more enjoyable on land battles for me. And of course you have the well set of developed rules, and you can just use that and start playing tournaments with, and maybe give it a bit of modifications for the newer races, and you're good. So yeah, I personally think that land battles would still be the better option for now, at least. So yeah, Lazy Lads, how many months do you think they will add game 1 and 2 in game 3? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll probably wait 3-4 months. I have no idea, honestly. It's been a long while since I last played. Since it's been a long while. Like what, 4 years since Warhammer 2 came out? 4 years, 5 years. So I don't really remember how long did it take them to like integrate game 1 into game 2. And since game 1 and game 2 have so many factions, so many races, and so many different mechanics, they will need to spend a long time in integrating everything. So maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they take like half a year to add everything. Like, and it'll probably still come out broken. But honestly, I don't know. We'll see. Lazy Lads, wish they made rank mode to be both land battles and domination. Yeah, I wish that too. It would have been much better. Like, hey, just like what Human Boy said, it's like it would have been much better to just add domination mode and be like, hey, this is a shiny new thing that you can play with, and you can choose from the two stuff. You don't, instead of like you take away something, hey, we take away your old toy but we replace it with a new one and it's shinier, it's better. But wait, but I like the old one. Why do you take it away from me, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like it just doesn't make sense to like do this kind of stuff. Like even if they're equal in terms of like playability and whatnot, the sentimental value, the people who have been used and who have been used to the old land battle modes and have grown to love it, they are not going to be happy, because like, why are you taking away what we enjoy to begin with? Like, it doesn't make sense. Anyways, so yeah, not really appreciating how they try to replace one mode with the other one. So there's that. I really wish that, yeah, I do agree with Lazy Last. I really wish that they bring back land battles to the ranked mode. I mean, I don't really need them to be ranked mode even. Just make it a casual mode. Like, you don't even need to claim it, put a rank score in it. But personally, I still think like land battle is the better way to go. But yeah, it doesn't need to be ranked, but at least give me the option for quick battles with it, to play it in a more casual setting. that I can just hop on, play some games, try out some meme builds, and hop off and do whatever else. And instead of like trying to schedule a time with people every time to play, it takes more effort that way, you know? Anyways, enough of rambling about game land battles and domination and the implementation of game 3 multiplayer. Ethereum, I agree, 1 to 3 months estimates are completely off. Absolutely, it's off. I don't see how they can just integrate so much content into game 3 in such a short time. And also they need to spend a lot of time like fine-tuning the game 3 stuff. Like, I bet there will be a new patch in like the first month or so. Actually, I won't bet that, but like, it is very likely that they will start fixing the current issues. People will point out issues in the current game modes and balance and whatnot, and they need to start working on that too. So the workload is like parallel. They have to integrate 1 and 2 stuff, and they have to fix the game 3 stuff. So the workload is, I don't think it's feasible in 1 to 3 months. At least that's my consideration. Unless they already have additional manpower employed and start working on the integration at this very moment. Maybe? So there's that. Okay, well, one final thing to talk about, I suppose, is Will Francesco F. Just curious, which main manual background do you all like to use and why? Personally, I think my favorite is definitely the Curse of Vampire Coast. Not really because I don't really think it's the most brilliant one or whatnot. It's just that I like the Curse of Vampire Coast trailer so much. And I think this is a beautiful undersea kind of marine kind of theme. And I like the shipwrecks and the lighting and whatnot, so that's basically that. Lazy Lass, I'm willing to bet in Game 3 Nakai will still be bad. Hey, don't you talk shit about Nakai? Don't you see how Nakai wrecked that vampire army with the lot buffs? Anyways, just kidding, but Nakai can be good in occasion, but honestly, they just need to fix that. They need to fix monstrous infantry, I think. The mass and whatnot. They don't even have enough mass to pull for infantry in general. Like, so they have stuff to work on. And 1 to 3 months is not enough for them to implement game 1 and 2. So that's why I'll probably still be doing like game 2 content before they integrate it. Cause like I still appreciate some occasional old races, old factions battles and whatnot. So there's that. And yeah, that's basically it for today's. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy watching the tournament and playing in it, of course. And thank you for listening to me rambling about like the whole game 3 implementation and whatnot. I'll see you around. I'll probably drop another video next week, and that's probably gonna be the last video before game 3 comes out. Anyway, or maybe I'll just add in an additional meme video or something. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out. Alright, now let me just switch over to the YouTube page and sign out. Anyways, I'm gonna sign out. See you all around later.